105.5.
All right, it's another time to have conversations about the nation Nigeria. We will also be, taking a trip through your state today and get you into the fray as well. My name is Michael Olatunbosun, and this is Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. This is 105.5 FM. That's the frequency modulated band, the integrity station where we promote the right values. Let's talk again today on the program. So, 3 items essentially, and then we'll ask you to join the conversation at some point. Okay, so number 1 is the abduction in Kaduna, all right? And then we'll talk about it says 10 students kidnapped in Kaduna. Commissioner here confirms. Okay, the Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruan, has confirmed the kidnap of 10 students of the government secondary school and one in Kashia local government area of Kaduna State. This was even as he said the state government has received preliminary reports from security agencies on the kidnapping of the students. According to him, from the preliminary reports, the students of government secondary school Awon Day Secondary School were kidnapped Monday. The exact location of the incident is yet to be ascertained, but detailed reports being awaited will clarify whether the incident occurred within the school premises or elsewhere. All right, so that is a statement from Samuel Aruan, the Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs in Kaduna State, confirming 10 students' abduction in the state. And then you go to the other matter, which has to do with the Oyo State. Oyo State government places abatement notice on industries, homes without waste bins. A bit of that story. The Oyo State Waste Management Task Force has commenced the placement of abatement notices on the premises of companies and industries and homes without waste bins across the state. In a statement released Monday, 3rd of April 2023, the chairman of the Oyo State Waste Management Task Force, Mrs. Aderunke Adedayo, emphasized the importance of waste bins in companies and homes for promoting a clean and healthy environment. She added that the recent move is part of the Oyo State government's measures aimed at ensuring proper waste management and environmental hygiene in the pace-setter state. Adedayo also stated that bins help to prevent littering and indiscriminate dumping of refuse on streets. She called on landlords and property owners to provide waste bins for their properties and to ensure compliance with the waste management laws in the state. She said, and I quote, "The task force will ensure proper waste management in the state because it is very crucial to the well-being of residents. The use of waste bins is a must in Oyo State, and this will help us prevent the spread of diseases." She added that the sanctions are embedded in the waste management laws for not having waste bins will be rigorously applied. You begin to wonder why the laws had not been rigorously applied previously. Okay, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Michael. Good afternoon to all of our listeners.
Charity begins at home. Okay. Let's start from home. So Oyo State government threatened homes and companies without waste bins to go ahead and get their waste bins, or else they will be sanctioned by by virtue of provisions in the environment law in Oyo State.
Well, that's a nice move, because even looking at it, considering the fact that Ibadan, like some people will describe, is fast becoming a dirty, a dirty city, and then Oyo State by extension. But of course, we have to ask ourselves the question of what role does the government have to play in this? We are not going to close our eyes away from the fact that a lot of communities, a lot of estates have been complaining that as we speak, Michael, that the consultant that is working with those who come to pick the refuse have not been coming since the beginning of the year. That no a certain area in Ibadan, not just one. Probably I should even mention it, Soka area there. Somebody that lives there, told me that in all that area, there's nobody picking up the refuse. So you ask yourself, where exactly do they dump their waste?
Under the bridge.
And these are the wastes that you find under the bridge. These are the waste that you find in the drainage. Before you see any small rain like this, the drainage are full of waste. And so I think the government, in a bid to, be proactive, need to solve.
Are you the one using the word, or are they the one using the word now?
I'm using the word.
Okay. So
in a bid for them to be
go
proactive,
and sin no more.
In a bid for them to be proactive, they have to sit down and say, which one is our blame here? Which one have we not been doing well?
Okay.
I told you of my experience while I was coming back from Abuja, and literally when I got to the airport in Ibadan, I didn't want to, good citizen now. Somebody that has been spending time with Michael, don't dump, refuse in waterways, don't throw away your bottles. So I had a particular plastic of a beverage drink, and I had it from Alakia till I got to Challenge, to Akpata. Going forward, Michael, I did not see one single waste basket.
Okay. So even in the cab?
Even in the cab.
Okay.
But then, if the government is not going to provide that one for the, for the environment, for the cities around, and then you want to mandate people to have it in their homes. But of course, let's again look at it. It is for our own good. It is for our own benefit.
Okay.
So many of them so many houses that have rivers very near to them, the rivers have become their refuge site. But again, when you speak, I remember the fact that we had a conversation concerning this, and then you mentioned to me that you had, you had regular conversation with the people that were collecting the refuse contractor in your area, and then there were some, big allegations concerning what is happening at the dump site.
Yeah.
So have we been able to solve all of this? Because if we really look at it, you see, there's a Yoruba proverb that says, you will permit me, probably you help me to interpret that in English, that says, Oro ida bi petepeteada kwe, to ba se tabarale lo tabaroko. Meaning this case is like, splashing water with a cutlass. Cutlass. It splashed to people who are at home, it splashed to people who are coming back from work too. And that is the conversation that we must table. This is a nice move indeed, because it doesn't make any sense to move around, the states, and then in the median of the road, you find out that these are our new refuse, dump. And not alone, it doesn't make sense to move around. And drainages that waters are supposed to pass through, and then we filled all of them with our waste. It doesn't make any sense. So this is a nice move from the government, but again, they have a backlog of issues that the people are complaining about. How well have they been able to solve this before coming now to come and play the role of, the enforcer? There are things that you have to do personally too.
Okay, so I agree with you that there are things that the government has to do. But you begin to ask questions about why don't houses have waste collection drums in their homes? Where I live, someone was complaining of a neighbor who was burning refuse just in front of the house. I think it was 2 days ago, and was calling all the executives and all that to talk to that person. You see, why are you burning waste?
Why
really?
Polluting the air?
And disrupting the ozone layer or the atmosphere, and also causing discomfort to people who live in the same neighborhood with you. These are important questions we need to have.
Of course.
So if you are saying government should do, I think we are more citizens are the government, really, in this case. We should do more.
You see, I agree with you, Michael. I agree with you totally. And that was why I started with the fact that we all have a role to play in this. It is very, very important for citizens to know that as much as you budget money for, the things that you get, as much as you budget money for your commodities, you must indeed also budget money for your waste. because they are very, very important. So in all of this, how do you explain a whole house, or let's say 4-bedroom flat, and the rest of them bungalow and the rest of them, and then you don't have one single drum,
and you generate waste every day?
And you generate it every day. And that is why it is very, very important that we know that this is a matter of responsibility. This is a matter of our health. People must understand the fact that whether you like it or not, all of us are affected. If somebody is not doing what is right, if your neighbor is doing something that is wrong, sooner or later, we will all be affected. Air pollution is real. The fact that people do not even, you cannot even breathe in, proper, nice oxygen is real. And then the implications are there. So it is very important that, of course, as citizens, the fact that the government have not been doing certain things that they should do doesn't mean we should become irresponsible citizens too. We must be responsible for our waste. We must be responsible for our health. And we must be responsible for our environment.
All right, someone is responding to us on Facebook. Well, I don't understand what your use of the word hypocritical. So if you want to mention places like Oje, Bere, Bodi, Odoba, the two of us who are talking don't live there. So the word hypocritical may not be in place. So if you live around those places, talk to us. All right. Let's see where these issues come and how they affect you. Agumbi Ade Sheriff, thank you very much. Atobatele Oluwakayode, you're welcome too. Join the conversation on Facebook. Talking Points is the name of the program. We're live, or streaming live on Facebook, that is. We'll all ask you to join us on the phone in a moment. When we come back from this break, we'll talk about Olisa Agbakoba's submissions. By the way, Olisa Agbakoba is a senior advocate of Nigeria, is saying INEC conclude presidential petitions before May 29th. Agbakoba tells Tribunal. When we come back from this break, you'll hear Goke's talk or take or perspective on this matter. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM.
Splash FM 105.5.
Eléyìí fún Yakubu, èyí fún Rasaki, fún Ahmed, fún Aisha, fún Khadija, fún.
Brahimo, ṣé o tún ti tó oúnjẹ ni? Kí ni gbogbo oúnjẹ yìí wà fún?
Wò ó Taofeek, mo ti pinnu láti wọ inú oṣù Ramadan yìí lọ́nà ọ̀tun nípa pípín oúnjẹ sínú Peak Yogurt Drink pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi aláàwẹ̀.
Èrò tó dáa nìyẹn. Ìtọrẹ àánú dára gan-an ni.
Òdodo ọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ gba ìtura lákọ̀tún nínú Ramadan yìí pẹ̀lú Peak Yogurt Drink tó ní àkọ̀tún wàrà màlúù nínú.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Àti ṣe o, àti ń ta o, ṣọ́ọ̀bù alálùbáríkà tèmi dire ultra modern market, Dagi market extension.
Golden Bricks Realty and Investment Limited. Àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tó ti ṣàṣeyọrí tó lóòrìn. Tèmi dire ultra modern market and shopping mall. Ọjà Gbági tuntun phase 2, Wema Iwo Road Ìbàdàn. Àti ṣe àti ń tàwọn shops yẹn báyìí o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́jà títà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ní pẹ́rẹ́. Ẹ fẹ́ ra aṣọ ńláńlá. Àǹkárá lẹ́sìn gíní báàgì àti bàtà. Ṣọ́ọ̀bù tẹ́ ti lè rọ jíjẹ wa ń bẹ pẹ̀lú. Ìjọba ló wà lókèétì ẹ̀. Ààbò tó gbógun bẹ́ẹ̀ ń bẹ tọ̀sán tó rú. Wọ́n gbẹ́ bọ́ ò síbẹ̀. Wọ́n tún kọ́lé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni láti ti yípo bẹ̀. Ó tóbi ó pọ̀ ó fẹ̀. Ó yẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ rẹ́ǹtì ní abẹ́ fẹ́ ra ṣọ́ọ̀bù. Ẹ̀yin náà gẹ́gẹ́ tètè lọ gba fọ́ọ̀mù báyìí. The Ministry of Trade and Investment, room 56, Secretariat Ìbàdàn. Wà láyé rẹ̀ kúrẹ́rẹ́. Ẹ pè 08028834320. 08028834320. Àrètí yín lọ́jà tèmi ní rẹ̀ Gbági tuntun ìlú Ìbàdàn.
You did dull yourself this afternoon. You did dull yourself this afternoon. You did dull yourself this afternoon. No allow any dulling for your life, oh. Enjoy that your break moment with 5 Alive 40. Now correct enjoyment will go cool your body, come ginger and join. Make you use the enjoyment where they inside 5 Alive 40 take hold your side. It day available for different delicious flavors. 5 Alive 40, filled with life.
Ibadan! Elections are over and it's time to come together as one. Join Benga Dink and friends at Life Matters the Southwest Unity Tour. Featuring Q-Dot, FaZe, SGXY, Jesse King Puga, OK Bakassi, Funky Malam, Omar Baba, Dr. Smile, Baba Laria, General Lack, DJ Sexy, Baba Kamo, Archbishop, Wally Agba, Lepashos Bose, Nepa Boys, Koja, Tai Chi, Paul the Good Guy, and more. Regular 3K, VIP 10K, Table of 8, Gold 250K, Platinum 500K. Tickets available at Fuko Supermarket Outlet, Gracie Mart Akobo, Grand X Store Outlet, Ultima Restaurant Outlet, Filmhouse Cinema Dugbe, and Samonda. Heasent Palms Mall and online at ariatickets.com. Date is the Sunday, 9th of April. Venue, Jogo Center Ibadan. Time, 3 p.m. Powered by Maltina and Goldberg. Supported by the Oyo State Government. Laugh Matters, Ibadan. Kosi Pressure. Media partners.
Splash 105.5 FM.
Màámi, ṣé gbogbo ife Bonvita ilẹ̀ fẹ́ pín?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ó ṣàmọ̀ pé àkókò yìí ní ṣe pẹ̀lú nǹkan pínpín.
Torí ẹ̀ ní Bonvita ṣe ń pín 50 gíráàmù lórí ìdí alátùrọ̀ onígíráàmù 104 àbọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Àwọn ife wọ̀nyí á jẹ́ ti bọ̀dá Musa, alábàágbé wa, ìyàwó wọn, Uncle K.
Lákòókò yìí, ẹ jẹ́ gbádùn àfikún 50 gíráàmù lórí ìdí Bonvita alátùrọ̀ 104 àbọ̀ gíráàmù tẹ́ bá rà. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí àfikún ìṣaralóore dídára ti Bonvita. Bonvita, ó kún fún èròǹgbà rere.
Wo ẹyinjú mi méjèèjì dáadáa, wàá rí bó ṣe ṣe pàtàkì sí mi tó. Wo inú ọkàn rẹ̀, níbẹ̀ ni mo jókòó sí. Níwọ̀n bá àgbà tó ti rí mi nínú ọkàn àyà rẹ̀, o ò nílò àti wo ohunkóhun kiri mọ́ o.
Nígbà tèmi náà kọ́kọ́ fojú kàn ẹ́ ni mo ti rí ìfẹ́. Nígbà tó jàjà fọwọ́ kàn mí, nífẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ ti bò mí mọ́lẹ̀.
Kòkòrò ìfẹ́ mi níbo ló wà o.
Alẹ́ olólùfẹ́. Ètò tó lápẹ́já táwọn èèyàn ń jẹ̀gbáládùn rẹ̀ ní gbogbo alẹ́ ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday látàgò 10 àbọ̀ àṣálẹ́ ṣáago kan òru 10:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. ní Splash FM 105.5. Àwọn orin àdídùn, ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣítí nípa ìfẹ́ àti ìlàkọjá àwọn olólùfẹ́ ló sodo sí alẹ́ olólùfẹ́.
Olólùfẹ́ wojú mi sọ fún mi.
Orí ètò yìí la ti ń so olólùfẹ́ méjì pọ̀ lábala wọkọ̀wáyà. Àwọn olólùfẹ́ àtàwọn tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ ní ìrírí ìfẹ́ kò kí ń fi ètò yìí ṣeré. Torí àǹfààní àti mú orin àdídùn láti fi ìfẹ́ hàn sí olólùfẹ́ ní wà ní sẹpẹ́. Alẹ́ olólùfẹ́. Ẹ já darapọ̀ mọ́ Olúwagbémiga Adégòkè, arákùnrin Gòkè, àfìdúkọ̀nà ìfẹ́ lọ́jọ́bọ̀ Thursday ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí látàgò 10 àbọ̀ àṣálẹ́ 10:30 p.m. ní ìkànnì Splash FM 105.5. Alẹ́ olólùfẹ́ kò ṣe má gbọ́ ni.
Ọwọ́ mi rẹ̀ fà mí dání.
Your hustle just found powerful partners. HP's new laptop, powered by 11th generation Intel Core i5 processor, is built to get you closer to your goals. Long battery life, so you can work long hours without interruption, plus impressive speed and performance to match your grit and determination. HP ProBook 440 G8 Notebook PC 2X7U7EA, powered by 11th generation Intel Core i5 processor, is available at all DreamWorks stores. Call 0808-553-8331 or visit www.dreamworksdirect.com for more information. HP with Intel, the technology partners of your hustle. Look for Intel.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, welcome back. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. We'll open the phone lines in a moment, but meanwhile, you can chat with us on Facebook. So while you watch us live, engage as well on that platform, Splash FM 105.5 on Facebook. That is the location. We'll open the phone lines in a moment. 0809-155-1055, 0805-699-8678, and 0706-949-3000. I particularly like to ask you two questions. What do you think about this effort or this policy direction by the Oyo State government this time around, that you have to have waste collection baskets or bins in your homes or factories or industry or company? And do you even have one? So if you have a waste basket, what has been your experience with the waste contractor, waste collection contractor in your area? I'd like to hear from you. I'll open the phone lines in a moment after this one. All right, so Goke is still here with me. This is the story. ING plot. Conclude presidential petitions before May 29, Agbakoba tells a tribunal. This is the Vanguard. Former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, Olisa Agbakoba, senior advocate of Nigeria, said yesterday that speedy dispensation of presidential election petitions was a strategy against having an interim national government. In a statement yesterday, the former NBA boss said there would be no need for an interim government if the petitions were heard and disposed of before May 29. He said the tension around the call for an interim government is that the presidential election petition may not conclude before the inauguration of the new president on May 29, 2023. But it is very possible to conclude these petitions provided the court systems are very proactive under arbitration matters, procedural orders, or directions issued peremptorily to resolve sometimes very complex jurisdictional and procedural issues. The presidential election tribunals are urged to adopt the procedures very familiar with speedy conclusion of arbitration matters. Agbakoba listed 3 key issues in the presidential election petitions, which he said were resolvable by the application of procedural orders and or directions. According to him, the first is the interpretation of Section 134 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended as to whether securing 25% of votes in the Federal Capital Territory of FCT Abuja is compulsory to be president. On the second, he queried, is a candidate permitted to stand for presidential or vice presidential election when he is at the same time a senatorial candidate? And then you have this one. As those are the 2 questions that he has said, according to this report in the Vanguard of today. Okay.
You see, for me, I think it's very important that when we have legal minds like this that are coming out, to say certain things, we should pay attention to what they're saying. And then, try as much as possible to interrogate and see what we can learn out of it. Okay. I most commend, former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, SAN, and for the things that he has raised. Because if we really look at it, in this particular presidential, election petitions that we have, there are some issues, that have been generated. Let's not forget that at some point in time, prior to the conclusion of the election and the, eventual announcement of the winner, there was a particular conversation concerning the Section 134 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as to whether securing 25% of the votes in Abuja is compulsory to be president.
Okay.
Again, let's not forget that we also had the issue of somebody who collected form for Senate, House of Senate for Senate, and also collected form to be vice president or even president, to become president too in the primaries. And we be able to, solve that particular issue.
Okay.
But away from that, and then the last one is, the issue relating to qualification of candidates to stand for presidential election. And there is a particular material that I would recommend for people to read. Your friend Samson Itodo, if I pronounce his name very well. Itodo. He wrote that piece actually. I think it's the Journal of International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. And that particular deadline is, he said, inside the courts and challenging election outcomes. I think it's very important that so many of us understand the fact that not all persons can be parties to an election dispute. We know the people that are party, one, the person involved and the party. But of course, in the political party, there are people involved in it.
Exactly.
Of course, we understand the fact that there are special tribunals and courts, resolve election disputes. We understand the fact that National Assembly and the State House of Assembly election tribunal for each state is established according to Section 251, subsection 1. We understand that there is gubernatorial election tribunal too. There is court of appeal. But then, in all of this, one major thing that is sacrosanct that we have to talk about is the time frame.
Okay.
And I think the new Electoral Act that we have now, was able to even make it very, very easier for us. That one, you must file your petition within 21 days after the declaration.
Within 21 days.
Within 21 days. And the election tribunal has 180 days from the date of filing to hearing and determining, an election petition.
That's essentially 6 months.
6 months. Now, but the point that, Olisa Agbakoba is saying that despite the provision of, of the Electoral Act, Electoral did not say you cannot even have it before 180. It's just saying outside of 180 days makes it invalid.
Maximum.
That's the maximum that you should be. Because there are some concerns by some people, with the interim government, and then the DSS also, popularized that, saying that some people are planning interim government. There is nothing wrong in us, having, a fast-tracked system of justice and judiciary. And that is not only about election petition alone, especially as it concerns criminal cases too. So I think it's very nice that we look at this idea. But of course, again, you want to ask questions as to, do we even have enough judges to hear all of these cases? How well can we ensure that we don't have some unnecessary petitions that we will always have, especially from the primaries? Some people have started petition from the primaries, and then away from the primaries that they conducted.
But I thought the Electoral Act had made provision for resolving all questions about primaries to be done before the election. That was why the Electoral Act gave them 6 months.
But you'll be surprised, Michael, there are some cases in court.
I know.
Despite that provision. So that's we can also look into that basically, if there are provisions for it, how do we settle all of that before? Because as you speak now, we don't want a case of what happened in Ekiti some years ago. We don't want a case of what happened in Anambra.
Even in Osun.
We don't want a case of what happened in Osun. Where somebody, is like the popular word that we use now, mandate. Where somebody has used someone else's mandate for 3 years, and then you come back and say, oh, this is the governor. And then the governor have to go to court again to say, I must complete my own 4th term too. So it's very important if we can really look into all of this. The Yorubas will say again, I apologize for that, but I'm going to, translate again that it's very, very important.
Let's do what we
have to do and forget it and move forward. People who are not fine with the election have gone to,
the courts. So let the
courts be fast with the process.
Dispatch the cases.
And let us come back to governance. Because if we entertain all of this for so long, a lot of people will not be so focused on moving this country forward. And again, we have to stress it, that people should understand that there are procedures and process in the court of law.
Okay.
So you should not sit down in one corner and say you want to declare state of emergency. You should not sit down in one corner and say somebody cannot be sworn in come May 29. Don't be surprised. The person that we have as we speak today, we have the president-elect, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Anything can happen tomorrow. But as we speak today, is the president-elect. And if they are not done with the election,
with the tribunal and all that,
he will be sworn in May 29. That's sacrosanct.
And then you can continue going to court.
You can continue
until the courts resolve
otherwise.
All right. Okay, so you heard it there. 08091551055, 0805-699-8678, and 0706-949-3000. Those are the numbers. And it's still talking points on Splash FM. I'm particularly interested in the question of refuse disposal in Oyo State. Do you have waste collection bins in your house? What is your experience with the refuse collectors, or you call them the contractors? Hello, good afternoon. Hello,
good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're on already. What's the name, please?
Yeah, I'm Anthony Sunday from UI.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, concerning the issue of debt, always not being managed or being taken care of in Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, UI here where I live is one of the examples. You can imagine, since December to January, the waste in my community in Abadina was not packed. We have to be burning our waste.
Oh, wow.
Church, that they are doing, this money is being derived from our salary every month. So this is one of the corruption of the highest order.
Who is supposed to do this? Who is supposed to do this?
The UI management now.
The UI management.
The money is taken from our salary every month. And the staff are not being paid. Those that carry the debt, they are led that they are not being paid. So they didn't come.
Okay.
So if that can happen in the university environment, I don't care. I don't see that a big deal in the society too. The same thing about the election too.
Okay.
It's like court is the one decide for us now who wins the election. Our electorate don't decide any longer. I haven't wasted our time to cast vote. We'll now be waiting for court to also decide.
Maybe I should just say that you have not wasted your time to go and vote because it is your statutory right.
I did.
Okay.
One says that waiting for tribunal to now give.
All right. The point is that the tribunals are normal, systems or normal elements in the process of electioneering. People go to court to dispute election outcomes. So I don't think that you have wasted your time. You are just part of the process. Are you still there? Okay. Lost that. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you please speak up a bit? What's the name?
My name is Adewale Fadiora.
Adewale
Fadiora.
Fadiora, right? Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Malete.
Okay, Malete.
Yeah. The issue of the refuse I want to talk about.
Okay, sir.
Because I was blessed with a vision that can put an end to all this refuse here and there. But I was even trying to see Mr. Governor. There's no way. So that if I give you the idea, you know that if you put the hand to all this all over the even though the foreign state, they can call the EU to also copy. But I wanted to see the governor. There's no way to see the governor.
Okay, so Mr. Adewale, you know that there is, you see,
because I believe that it's not that. We have to think. We have to look for what we can do for the government.
Okay.
Not always what government can do for us.
Okay, Mr. Adewale. Mr. Adewale. Mr. Adewale, I appreciate the fact that you are coming to tell us that you have an idea as to how the Oyo State government can take care of refuse, and you are asking for audience with the governor. I want to say that you don't have to see the governor. There are agencies.
You know, sir. No, hello, sir.
I'm here.
You know why I would like to see the governor?
Why?
Because I've even taken it to my lawyer. My lawyer, when I take the idea to my lawyer, he said it's a very good idea. But if I didn't meet with the governor, they will not let it fly. Because there are some people that they are getting something from this president what they are doing.
Okay.
They will not allow it to fly. That's why they said that we have to see the governor. And even the lawyer even tried, there's no way.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Adewale, I have your number already. I will get in touch with you. I will speak. So, if your idea is what we can push to the governor, we will do that.
Yes, sir?
I said, if the idea is what we can push to the governor, we will do that.
Yes.
We will do that. I will speak with you after the program. I'll speak with you after the program. Thank you very much for calling. So this is a citizen who has ideas to how we can help. Why not? Let's help if we can. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Let me know about your experience with refuse disposal in Oyo State. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Talking Points on Splash FM.
This is Prince Adefuyi from Selika.
Prince Adefuyi, yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to talk on the statement credited to Chief Agbakoba.
Yes, sir.
As a senior lawyer, he knows that it is quite impossible to terminate the cases, the petition before the swearing.
Okay.
And this is not the first time there will be barrage of petition after election. I wonder how he would not come out and, make sure so are not transit. If he has no, tacit support for a interim government or people agitating for it. And besides that, the issue of petition after our election, this is not the first time. And it has always happened that after the swearing in, the case can still continue in the law court without any grounds. And the court will make final decision over it. I don't see why it should come out and make just a statement at this crucial time.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince Adefuyi. There also, let's talk. You there, you'd like to talk to us? Let's hear from you. Hello, good afternoon. Hello?
John Njoku is my name. Thank you.
Mr. Njoku, welcome,
I like
sir.
your commentator there. Barista Agbakoba was only making a suggestion. You recall that this type of thing happened in Kenya some 2 years ago.
Yeah, just a few weeks. Just
this final judgment even before the swearing.
Exactly. I think it was. I think it was under 2 weeks.
And Nigerians.
Yeah.
And the sitting president has always been there even before the Supreme Court. But Agbakoba was only making a suggestion. By every standard of definition, to every reasonable Nigeria, that is what that ought to happen. So that before you swear in, let everything about court process end. Let me tell you, in 2007 presidential election, there was sufficient ground to nullify the 2007 presidential election on the basis of the petition filed by Buhari then, the defeated AMPP presidential candidate then. There were 4 to 3 judges at the Supreme Court. 3 ruled against that election. 4 held that election in favor of PDP and the presidential candidate, Yaradua. Justice was dispensed on the finality to foster the social engineering philosophy of law to maintain national stability. Okay. If we can conclude anything about presidential election, before swearing in, it will bring stability. That's why some people are searching for interim national government, which we know is mechanic. It ought not to be so. Don't joke is my name. I want to be free.
All right. Thank you very much. One big question is, why are people campaigning for interim government, really? Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon, madam. Ekason. Hello. All right. Call again if you can. I thought you wanted to add to the conversation. We very much welcome conversations. Caller is here. Let's see who's here now. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Michael.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sulaiman Sharif calling from Manara.
The name again, Sulaiman?
Sulaiman Sharif calling from Manara.
Yes, sir.
Please, about Mr. Adewale, so you need to finish the program. According to what Mr. Governor Onali said, that if everybody has the idea, they should bring it on. Okay. So that our collective effort to make our state clean.
Yeah.
But we residents of our state also, we need to collaborate with the government.
Yeah.
Especially those houses don't have the waste bin. How did you feel? Maybe you are inside a car, someone drink a gallon of pure water and throw it outside the car. That means our people, we need to sensitize them.
Exactly.
So that is it. But the government also, maybe last year, the ad hoc staff, maybe environmental, they repeated 330. Those people, what are they doing? We need enforcement.
Yeah.
If we catch someone as a red-handed that is scapegoat, those people that violate the law, they can use that feeling for others. Maybe that way, every one of us, we need to do the needful.
Yeah.
Because without our own effort, see, as if we are doing ourselves.
Yeah.
So the government and the residents, we need to work in hand to make our state great. That is my own take this afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome to Talking Point. What's the name?
My name is Mr. Francis.
Mr. Francis, let's talk to
You see, on the issue of the petition filed by the president, by those who actually president of Nigeria, one or two things were wrong for not making them the president during the election, and they are challenging it. I don't know why. This country that we are, we should take cue from other countries. Why are we always just doing things that, because that's how we have been doing it? A country that does that will never move forward. We saw Kenya here. Hutu and the other guy there, the other guy went to court. Within 3 weeks, it was disposed of that Hutu is the one that won the election. Why can't Nigeria at least do something like that? This one has filed their president. It's going to 2 weeks. We are still saying we are trying to institute judges that are going to look after the case. It shouldn't be that way. We are wasting time. This time we are wasting. We all know that it's geared towards a direction. Let us see exactly that the law in this country should work. This is what we're not talking about. All this what we are talking about. On the issue of this, the refuge, I don't know. The majority of Nigerians have traveled abroad. They saw how refugees are being disposed of. You don't leave it in the hands of government. People around communities organize how these things are being done. They put in their refuse bin on the road, and hourly or 2 hourly, they come there and pick it up, and they go and dispose it up. On the issue of that, you see, if you put it there, at least in your salary, some aspect of it, like tax, is being deducted from it. You don't find any refuge anywhere. Why can't we emulate that? If we, like I saw your state in the past 3 weeks, they put their dustbin on the road. As soon as they sweep, another people coming to drop refuse, they drop it there. And the refuse being collectors, they come and collect. If you go at that area along Akala Way now, it's very clean. Why can't we emulate that?
All right. Thank you very much for calling. All right, so it's still talking points on Splash FM, a commercial break on the cards, and we will be back.
Splash FM 105.5.
Ibadan, get ready for a heavenly visitation. This Good Friday, the wind of healing, miracles, and breakthroughs will sweep you into your next level. Come join the Next Level Prayer Conference with Pastor Bolaji Do, happening live this Good Friday, the 7th of April, 2023 at the Liberty Stadium by 5:30 p.m. Ministering Adeyinka Alashayori, Joshua Israel, and Difumi Enyidero. Family curses will be broken. Years of shame will be ended. Sicknesses will be terminated. And your secret prayers will receive public answers. It is time.
It is time to exchange your troubles for a breakthrough. So come with friends and loved ones because there is a testimony for everyone.
The Next Level Prayer Conference 2023 on the 7th of April. Save the date and see you there.
Màámi, ṣé gbogbo ife Bonvita ilẹ̀ fẹ́ pín?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ó ṣàmọ̀ pé àkókò yìí ní ṣe pẹ̀lú nǹkan pínpín.
Torí ẹ̀ ní Bonvita ṣe ń pín 50 gíráàmù lórí ìdí alátùrọ̀ onígíráàmù 104 kọ̀ọ̀kan. Àwọn ife wọ̀nyí á jẹ́ ti bọ̀dá Musa, alábàágbé wa, ìyàwó wọn, Uncle K.
Lákòókò yìí, ẹ jẹ́ gbádùn àfikún 50 gíráàmù lórí ìdí Bonvita alátùrọ̀ 104 gíráàmù tẹ́ bá rà. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí àfikún ìṣaralóore jíjára ti Bonvita. Bonvita, ó kún fún èròǹgbà rere.
Iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná a máa fúnni ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ a sì máa mú ìdẹ̀rùn wá láti wá dènà ìjàmbá iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná. Ojúlówó wáyà tàbí kébù ló yẹ ká fi fa iná nínú ilé, lọ́fíìsì àti nínú ìlú. Purechem wires and cables ní àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná àti àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe yàn láàyò. Ojúlówó ni, kì í bó lára, kò kì í jóná àbáàdì, kì í kán sínú, ó sì fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Ìdí nìyí tí Standard Organization of Nigeria fi fòǹtẹ̀tẹ̀ tí Nigeria Electrical Contractors náà fi dìbò fún. Bí copper cable ṣe wà ní aluminium cable ń bẹ nípele lówó tí kò gún pa. Purechem wires and cables tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Kaman ló ṣe ojúlówó wires and cable jáde. Olú ilé-iṣẹ́ Purechem wires and cables limited wà ní Afrin's compound 4th gate number 122/132 Oṣòdì Apapa expressway Ìyànà Ìsọlọ̀ bus stop Lagos. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní 080-803-03257. Purechem wires and cables. Ìrọ̀rùn fi iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná.
If you no want diarrhea or nyama disease for your house, especially for your pikin, dey use soap and running water to wash hand well, especially after you go toilet finish, after you clean your pikin bum, before you prepare im food, and before and after you give am food. But if your pikin get diarrhea, knack am zinc tablet 1 time every day, plus ORS every 4 hours, or make you dey give am small for inside cup. Because why? So that your pikin go dey bubble again and collect back everything wey comot for im body. But make you carry am go for treatment for health center wey near you pass. Dis message na from Ari Project, Oyo State Ministry of Health.
This is what goodness tastes like. Golden caramel, creamy buttermint, and rich coffee. There's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Introducing Cadbury Caramel Candy, Cadbury Coffee, and your favorite Cadbury Buttermint candies. Now there's lots more to share and enjoy.
Oh yeah, there's a Cadbury candy for every moment.
Building on the successful completion of our first session with attendance testimony of our professional handling of the classes, we invite interested applicants to enroll for the next stream at the Splash FM Media Academy, an arm of the West Midlands Communications Limited. Our mandate to restore professional excellence in the broadcast industry is still on course, and that's why we invite you to hurry up and enroll now for full-time and part-time intensive practical lectures in presentation, journalism, programs and content development, basic production and digital media. multimedia, presentation in Yoruba, and so on, leading to the award of Certificate of Proficiency in Broadcast Journalism. Course duration is 6 weeks of intensive practical classes plus interactive practical mentorship sessions with veterans and industrial placement. To register, visit the Splash FM Media Academy beside White House, Felele, Ibadan. For inquiries, call 070-543-93332 or 080-569-98676. On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, we are at Splash FM Academy.
Eléyìí fún Yakubu, èyí fún Rasaki, fún Ahmed, fún Aisha, fún Khadija, fún.
Brahimo, ṣé o tún ti tó oúnjẹ ni? Kí ni gbogbo oúnjẹ yìí wà fún?
Wò ó Taofeek, mo ti pinnu láti wọ inú oṣù Ramadan yìí lọ́nà ọ̀tun nípa pípín oúnjẹ sínú Peak Yogurt Drink pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi aláàwẹ̀.
Èrò tó dáa nìyẹn. Ìtọrẹ àánú dára gan-an ni.
Òdodo ọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ gba ìtura lákọ̀tun nínú Ramadan yìí pẹ̀lú Peak Yogurt Drink tó ní àkọ̀tun wàrà màlúù nínú.
Peak. Reach for your peak. Wẹ́yìn mi méjèèjì dáadáa, wàá rí bó ṣe ṣe pàtàkì sí mi tó. Wo inú ọkàn rẹ̀, níbẹ̀ ni mo jókòó sí. Níwọ̀n bá àgbà tó o ti rí mi nínú ọkàn àyà rẹ̀, o ò nílò àti wo nǹkan kiri mọ́ o.
Nígbà tèmi náà kọ́kọ́ fojú kan ẹ̀ ni mo ti rí ìfẹ́. Nígbà tó o jàjà fọwọ́ kàn mí, nífẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ ti bò mí mọ́lẹ̀.
Kòkòrò ìfẹ́ mi níbo ló wà o.
Alẹ́ olólùfẹ́. Ètò tó lapẹ́já táwọn èèyàn ń jẹ̀gbáládùn rẹ̀ ní gbogbo alẹ́ ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday látàgọ́ 10 àbọ̀ àṣálẹ́ ṣáàgó kan òru 10:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. ní Splash FM 105.5. Àwọn orin àdídùn, ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣítí nípa ìfẹ́ àti ìlàkọjá àwọn olólùfẹ́ ló sodo sí alẹ́ olólùfẹ́.
Olólùfẹ́ wojú mi sọ fún mi.
Orí ètò yìí la ti ń so olólùfẹ́ méjì pọ̀ lábala wọkọ̀wáyà. Àwọn olólùfẹ́ àtàwọn tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ ní ìrírí ìfẹ́ kò kí ń fi ètò yìí ṣeré. Torí àǹfààní àti mú orin àdídùn láti fi ìfẹ́ hàn sí olólùfẹ́ ní wà ní sẹpẹ́. Alẹ́ olólùfẹ́. Ẹ já darapọ̀ mọ́ Olúwagbémiga Adégòkè, arákùnrin Gòkè, àfìdúkọ̀nà ìfẹ́ lọ́jọ́bọ̀ Thursday ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí látàgọ́ 10 àbọ̀ àṣálẹ́ 10:30 p.m. ní ìkànnì Splash FM 105.5. Alẹ́ olólùfẹ́ kò ṣe má gbọ́ ni.
Ọwọ́ mi rẹ̀ fà mí dání.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Welcome back. Taufik Akim Banuso on Facebook. Thank you very much for well done in us. Well done to you too for watching us on Facebook. Jelade Joshua, thank you very much for showing up as well. Watch us live on Facebook. We have just a couple of minutes to wrap up. Let's see if we can attempt to get this caller in. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mike.
Good afternoon. SB, right?
Yes, I'm SB.
Yes, sir.
The step of the governor is in the right direction, and people love him so much. I don't want a situation where there will be a repeat of what happened during his first term. That people will now think that is his weakness. It's not good. Then concerning this electoral time lag,
yes,
there are forces you can see, and forces you cannot see or you cannot hear that dictate what happens with any system, be it judicial or anything in Nigeria.
Okay.
Look at the former crisis between the federal government and the ASU. Within a short time, everything was decided and the government defeated ASU. So, if they want to do it, they can do it.
Okay.
But if they want to keep on postponing, they can do it. Okay. If they want to do it before the swearing, They can do it. There are forces.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for talking to us, Mr. S.B. Abodunridia. Okay, so, Goki, let's wrap up. We have to go now. So, let me hear your thoughts.
Well, basically, for some people that are saying it has to be long, the petition has to go long, and the rest for process, let's just remember that the Kenya election was held on August 9, 2022. The Supreme Court decided on September 5, and then the president assumed office on September 13th. All of this just happened within a month and some days.
Okay.
So we can actually get there, like he mentioned. But then all of the backlogs that we have, we certainly need to clear them and create a system that would ensure efficiency in our judicial process. And again, to our citizens in your state, it's very, very important that you have your waste basket. If you don't have, let's go and buy now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Goki, for coming.
Thank you very much, Michael.
All right. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like to ask you to do everything within your power to make this nation better. Please don't dump refuse in the waterways. Get to enlist with refuse contractors so that they can evacuate your refuse. This is important because refuse left to lie long in your community or your neighborhood can indeed spark health hazard to everybody. Don't throw refuse out of your car, please. It's not proper for properly bred human beings. You know what I'm talking about. As soon as I leave now, Ibadan News Update at 4 o'clock and the program Splash Super Drive this Tuesday.
Where else? It's Splash 105.5.
Splash FM 105.5.
Baby, you look happier, you do.
Filling your days with happiness.
Wow, I feel good. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel.
No radio does it better. Splash FM.
The message is brought to you by Cowbell Evaporated Milk.
The message, here's the message.
إن الحمد لله الرحمن الرحيم نؤمن به ونتوكل عليه. All praise is due to Allah, the most beneficent, the most gracious. In only Him we believe, in only Him we trust. May His peace and blessings be upon Muhammad, on his noble household, and on his righteous companions.
Aisha, why do you have so many tins and sachets of cowbell milk?
My sister, it is what I plan to share with people this Ramadan. No?
Hey, Aisha, you can start by sharing some with me now.
Oh yeah, take. It's Ramadan after all.
In this holy month, share the nourishing goodness of cowbell milk with friends and family. It contains B9, Vitarich, and it's so creamy, so good.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to The Message. The title of today's message is Values of the Family. And Allah says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُم مَّوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَةً لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ, which translates to, and among his signs is that he created for you wives from among yourselves, that you may find repose in them, and he has put between you affection and mercy. Verily, in that are indeed signs for those who reflect. Quran 30 verse 21.
Salatullah, salamullah, ala taha rasulillah. Salatullah,
Family is a very important part of a human life. Family members are not only parents and brothers, but also grandfathers, uncles, aunts, and whoever relates to them. You should keep in touch with your relatives and assist them, recognizing without a doubt that that is what your Lord expects of you. Prophet Muhammad used to help his family even when he was very busy with the people. Aisha, the mother of believers, said that the messenger used to help his family and used to serve them. And one of the virtues that we must encourage in the family is collective decision-making process. In Islam, husbands are ordered to be thankful to their wives and to deal with them honorably, especially when the wife becomes very old and becomes in need.
Aisha, why do you have so many tins and sachets of cowbell milk?
My sister, it is what I plan to share with people this Ramadan, no?
Hey, Aisha, you can start by sharing some with me now.
Oh yeah, take. It's Ramadan after all.
In this holy month, share the nourishing goodness of cowbell milk with friends and family. It contains B9, Vitarich, and it's so creamy, so good.
We thank Allah for His countless blessings on our families. We praise Him and seek His forgiveness for our shortcomings. Till next time, ila liqa'i ma'as salam. Don't forget to consider taking cowbell milk with your suhoor and iftar meals. As we embark on long hours fasting day in, day out, Meals with Milk stand out as the most nutritious meal plan for balancing the protein and calcium the body needs in this period. Follow Cowbell Milk on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more nutritional tips to stay healthy all through Ramadan.
The message is brought to you by Cowbell Evaporated Milk.